with it, my people. I'm talking about, man. I've been getting some good conversation, great words, some good
realizations of things, different angles to hit things, different ways of looking at things, all of this stuff.
Don't even boil it down to one word. Just all that, all that. We don't need words. We know what it is. All right,
What's up with it?
y'all. It's your boy.
Hama nama hama. I'm playing, but like, what's up with it? We
We
gonna
gonna be in this mug talking about, you know what I'm saying? Just
everybody linking and standing up together, and we gonna have to
get out of this old way of being, of trying to conceal certain things from people that we shouldn't be concealing things from. If anything,
we need to be we need to be vulnerable to certain things.
things to people we're around and actually lie to the people that is doing it to us. Like, how are we gonna sit here and lie to ourselves and the people that we're around about certain tendencies or things we do that
We try to like
shade
shade.
over or get mad at the other person, you know? Like,
It's almost like, dang,
like, if anything, we
should
should
all be
be
doing fake faces towards, the broader things.
the things, okay, job, okay, society, okay, politics and stuff like that. That's what we should be showing a fake face to, not towards your family, not towards the people that you grew up with, that you so-called be loved. That's why I be saying everything is just, if you gotta overprove that you love your family, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me tell you some shit.
You gotta overprove that.
Not even overprove. If you always overdoing that you love your family, let me tell you,
The only way that
that'll be true is because you got certain alignments. But honestly, I personally think if you gotta do anything, you gotta overdo. That must mean
you're
you're
really not that. But yeah, if you say you love, if you always overdo loving your family,
family.
you just be lying, and you really got plans for yourself and shit. So, but anyways, though,
Yeah, like you can't sit
here and say you're about your family and stuff like that.
but you lie to them. And what I mean is like that deep lie that everybody be having, like that ungenuine feeling. Like nobody, I'm pretty sure nobody even be feeling the most genuine that they can.
Can totally be around certain people. Of course, you're when you're around certain people, yeah, you act differently. But like, I'm talking
About being true to yourself, as in like really being
in yourself, witnessing, aware of what you're doing,
doing everything you're doing, and instead of being in
your darkness. So it's almost like
it's gonna come to a point where when you're talking to people that you actually say you love,
in your family, it's gonna come to a point where y'all just all
laughing. Y'all just all laughing about what you done put yourself through.
and it's all gonna boil.
Down to what y'all all got in common, even friends and stuff. So it's just like, okay, that's where we can start right there. So we can all know we basically in some bull that we done kept swimming, it kept
Being inside of making
more and more, many
many things from, and so sometimes we get sucked into, sometimes we get drawn into these worlds for
reasons that sometimes outweigh us because we done spent so much time in those areas, and now it's like it's all in front of our face. But I mean, either way, the whole point is pretty much like
we all have our
things that we're into. Okay, we can't
play victim and point at anybody, like say,
oh, this is the reason.
the most blame we can give to all of this is
Ourselves, and in turn,
if you blame yourself and be like, dang,
I'm the one that put myself through this. That's gonna give you the courage, the true courage, to get up and fight the battle back, or like, pick up where you rebuild,
build or
you kind of gotta pick up what the hell you done left off. Basically, you gotta start fighting that shit back. You gotta clean up now.
so it's like doing that is gonna
Have so much. It's gonna build so much human true, like that inner, I'm that type thing, and then we're gonna in turn join together in the most purest way possible. It's just gonna happen. Nobody know. There's not a way that we know right now. There's not a. It ain't been done. You don't know until you do it. But the point is Just like these people that rule it right now, they did it. They did it. They had 3 wise men, raped and pillaged everybody, and took over the minds of people first, then raped and pillaged them. And
Look what you got now. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't. We gotta take the power. That's what taking the power back means. Stop arguing with what you think you know, because at the end of the day, it all boils down to somebody that was here before you that has more outlook, more knowledge, more awareness of and understanding of how everything works, and they use that against you, and
you were not in the knowing,
and you pretty much just fell to that.
And in turn, you done
pretty much conjured up their way of thinking. Like, this is them.
So it's like
This is why everybody don't have good days, because this isn't a part of our actual spiritual system. Routine,
work.
having to worry about what you're seeing for, what? And it's not what you're doing, it's how you do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's like, it's looked at as that's what you have. It's like that's what you're trying to go do. You're trying to go work. You're trying to be something. But it's like, no. That routine thing could be used, okay, but it can be used for either every individual how they would like to be used, not as a universal, not as a whole world thing, or it can just be used.
Either way, look, the point
is it can be used for right, because it is what it is. We got these influences for a reason. We got Saturn, we got Jupiter, we got all these names, which are just times we go through, or things we kind of come closer by and get influenced. But it's just like, at the end of the day, it is
what it is, and you got your butt
taken over. You got beat down from your mind. It started from your mind. It sounded so good, and they got your ass They got you actually doing it. Okay.
You can't sit here and tell me somebody that has
fucking on their mind or death on their mind all the time don't sit there and act as that in some type of way. You can't tell me. Nobody can sit here and have something totally different on their mind and then act a different way. And you can do that, but it's like, even the what you're doing is like, is back in support of what you actually be thinking about, type thing. So think about somebody that's always thinking in their mind about doubts, right? But they have a job where it's about managing people. Okay.
Like, yeah, what they're
doing is they're going to be managing people, but they're going to be doing it coming from a very nervous place. So it's like, it ain't even going to be executed the best way possible. Like, it's just going to be kind of done, it's just going to be seen and done. It's going to be like, like, I don't know if that, because it's in the side. I forgot my point. But look.
Man, we get work together and get our stuff back
together. It starts with you, though.
It starts with you. Start looking at the stuff
you done built.
You done conjured up in your
mind. You done conjured up in your heart. You done conjured up in your way you speak and communicate.
You done conjured up in the way you see yourself and others see you. So get out of that and start
looking at it for what it is. At the end of the day, all this was given to you. You got your ass beat. You ain't no shit, really. And then they kind of came and beat your ass, and they gave you they shit. And then now you think it's yours. And that's how bad it done got. It done got so bad to the point you think it's yours. They done beat your ass so bad. That's what it mean. What they be saying? They be like, boy, they beat you so bad, it's like you won.
It's like you say something,
but it's like the opposite, because that's how bad. Like, somebody's so ugly that they cute. Like, you got beat up so bad that you won, or you felt like you won. Are you using what you got beat by to feel like you won?
You can't tell, man. That shit crazy. But yeah.
Hey, at the end of the day, look at yourself. I love y'all. We got it, and we good. Boom.